From the galaxies up above and the valleys down below, you are now entering a new zone, the Egg Boy Zone, in 3, 2, 1.
Are we connected? Yes, we are. We are connected. Hello, Yolking family. How are we? I hope you guys are doing great. And I hope you guys are doing awesome. Today's podcast will be a little quick, a little fast, because our friend Chan has to attend a soccer game.
I apologize.
How dare you? How dare you
okay.
be this way, Chan?
It's going to be good. It's going to be a good one.
That's just rude.
I promise.
Are you guys going against a good team? Do you know?
Possibly. There's like 50-50 chance we're playing the best team.
There's a really good team in town, and if you guys go against them, it's gonna be a good challenge.
Yeah, we'll probably get our asses kicked. But hey.
Hey, as long as you have fun.
Right? It's all about fun.
It's like one of those things. Like, have you ever played a game where you play and you feel like you guys might have lost, but if you guys played really well, you walk out content. You're happy about it because you're like, hey, you know what? We lost and everything, but at least we were able to play good as a team.
No, truly, I only get annoyed when you kind of defeat yourself. You make stupid mistakes while playing.
I've played games where I just can't get the rhythm of the fucking game. You just can't get the rhythm, and then you're like, man, we're gonna lose. Like, if we don't get our stuff together, we're gonna lose. And if you're like 15 minutes into the game, on the second half, and you still haven't gotten your rhythm, then you're pretty much screwed at that point. You can't do much.
It's also hard if you don't start the game and then kind of have to enter, and everyone else has been playing for 20, 30 minutes.
You have like lack of rhythm,
and they're just going 150%. And you're like, all right, guys, like, calm it down.
Yeah,
I'm going at like 70% right now. But I give people are really good subs. I mean, you look at the pros, come in, make a difference in 10, 15 minutes. That's hard to do.
Yeah, and that's why they're pros, honestly, because a lot of the times, people will come in and they won't have the same energy that the guy that came out. That's why they start him on the bench. But when it comes to a professional team or a team that's very good, they come in and it's literally like nothing happened. If anything, sometimes they have the secret weapon in the bench, and the team just gets that much better having that person on the team.
That's totally true.
How about you, Deegan? How was your week today? How was your week throughout your week?
Well, I mean, if you consider today just to be a week, I mean, it was pretty short. I mean, I'm just kidding. No, that was good. I mean, got through school. Honestly, it was just one of those weeks that just runs by.
Was it quick for you?
Yeah, I mean, I just did what I did.
I think my week kind of dragged a little bit. Like, it was one of those weeks that it didn't go by that quick. I also had a couple classes that annoyed me this week. I love my classes, but it was just one of those, when you go into a class and you're just like, oh, today's going to fucking suck. Like, today is going to be one of those days where the teacher's going to be a dick. And because the project is not done, he's going to get on our case, and there we have it. Now, next thing you know, we're fucking not yelling at each other, but he's like, well, guys, you guys got to hurry the fuck up, like, you guys got to pick it up.
Slacking ass, pretty
exactly.
much.
When you haven't really been slacking ass, you've just been so busy doing other things, and not having time to focus. That kind of happened to me this week. I was not a very big fan of it. I kind of got snappy at the teacher, but I always try to be respectful. The teacher just came on a little too strong, and I hadn't had my mid-afternoon snack, and I think I was hangry a little bit, so I snapped a little. I must say, it wasn't a good time. It wasn't a good time. Dude, I was thinking about the Super Bowl game the other day, And what do you think about the score? Did you like the score? I know your team wasn't in it. The Pats, the good old Pats.
I mean, from the game perspective, it was very good. San Francisco, I think, was up 20-10 going into the fourth quarter. Looked like they had pretty much in the bag.
I thought they did. Honestly, I'm like, okay, this is pretty much it. This is how it's gonna go.
That guy Mahomes, man, he's
the young buck.
He's the wild card, right? You can't count him out because you blink and they're scoring. I think that's what like The Rock said at the pregame show. He was like, by the time it takes for you to tip your pizza delivery driver, they've already scored.
Yeah.
It's very true. They have high-powered offense.
Where is he from? Where is Mahomes from? Because
I don't even know where he went to college.
Is he black? Is he black or is he?
I think he's half. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because
Griffin.
Yeah. Because he doesn't. He has a very like a light skin sort of complexion.
I will look it up as you speak.
For him, so I don't know. He's. I remember him a few years ago doing like I used to watch him when he was doing college football.
Mm-hmm.
And he was really good then. He's the one that has the weird twist, right? The weird twist throw. Does he still have that, or I didn't pay attention too much.
He's from Texas. That's right. He went to Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah.
He's only 24.
He's 24, and this motherfucker already. I think he's the youngest star to win a Super Bowl. Actually, I think he is.
I can't quote you on that.
I heard it somewhere. I heard it. You know what's annoying? What the fuck is wrong with ESPN, dude? ESPN literally plays the same fucking clips 24/7.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is up with that, man? If you pay for the channel for ESPN, it's a waste. It's a waste. Okay, we saw the football game. Okay, I don't need to see it repeated throughout the week all the time. I went to the gym, football game. Got to see it one time. Went to the gym the second day, football game. Same clips. And the same thing happens with basketball games. Like, is there really somebody out there watching that shit? Left and right?
I mean, go ahead.
To a certain extent, I mean, they really don't have anything to show, so they gotta, just brag about all the other crap. But at the same moment, I understand what you mean. They can just put that thing on repeat.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I mean, there's other clips they could bring out. I mean, maybe some other older Super Bowls or some other topics, But I mean, we already saw it, like you said. Why you're just rubbing it in now?
Well, it's just a lot of filler stuff. It feels like it's like there isn't stuff that is like relevant at that point. Like, I mean, I understand the football's a big thing. We're in North America, but there's so many other sports that they could play, so many other highlights, and it's always just football, basketball, golf, and then but it's the same thing. It's like a loop of thing. Do you really not have like anything else playing?
I think they just don't bank on people watching ESPN all day. They just hope you watch for an hour or two, and then you get your fill and you're done.
But they still charge you up the ass.
Yeah,
for those two programs. They might
yeah,
pass
exactly.
a week.
ESPN is still like very, very expensive in the sense of having it for cable,
I mean, they're owned
or
by
satellite.
They're owned by ABC, which is Disney. So it's all big corporations.
Yeah, I like I said, I don't mind them playing clips of sports because I love sports, whatever. But it's just the same fucking clip. Like the same fucking throw, the same fucking kick. Like, come on. I think it needs to be a little more. There needs to be more to it, honestly.
It's almost like if, you're just having, leftovers and you just keep having leftovers for dinner, breakfast, lunch.
I can't say anything because I meal prep. So I fucking buy chicken. I've been having a couple extra bucks in my pocket because I've been meal prepping. And I can attest to the fact that it's not a lot that it's in my pocket, but it does have some benefits because literally, so what I do is I go to City Market or Walmart or wherever the hell you buy your chicken from. You buy the pack that is like $9 to $10 and it's the chicken breast. And then that night you have to cook it because that's when it has like, when it's thawed out, that's when it's like quote unquote fresh. You slap it on that pan and then you season it or whatever, and you just cook it that night, and it retains its flavor, and it retains the. You know how when you cook chicken, you sometimes, because if you cook it on water, like it tends to dry out quicker.
Yeah, chicken is very dry. If you don't add any flavor to it, it's pretty bland.
So what I found out is that if you slap it on good oil and you put it on, what should we call it? On oil instead of water, you'll have a better chicken. It'll last longer.
Helps it not stick as much too. But
what do you do? Do you like cook anything throughout the week, or are you like one of those guys that fucking buys a burger every day?
Not at all. I like to cook a lot, but I do eat. You could say a lot of the same items. A lot of pasta.
Pasta is great. Pasta is so good for like
versatile. You can do so much with it.
Yeah,
chicken as well.
So quick, easy.
Besides pasta, I do like fish. I don't buy it as often. It's kind of expensive at times, but salmon.
Well, I guess you could buy tilapia. A lot of people buy tilapia, which is like
that gets a lot of shade, though. I hear a lot of bad things.
Well, yeah, because it's cheap. It's for the broke people that want to eat fish, right? I've bought tilapia. I love tilapia. It's just I am so fucking lazy when it comes to thawing it out. I'm just so fucking lazy. Yeah, exactly. You have to like leave it out, and then you don't want to, because what happens is how my day works is if I leave it out throughout the day, I'm gonna be at school. I wake up at 8. I'm at school, and then it's hours on hours of just fucking having the tilapia out in the fucking, what should we call it, the kitchen, right?
On the counter, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to do that. I come back at home like around 8, so I'm like from 8 to 8 every fucking day. So having tilapia in the counter is just not a thing.
That's not safe either.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to fucking die of some fucking food poisoning. Not die, but get sick.
Fish are probably a little safer, but other meat, if you leave it out that long.
I know chicken's very toxic. Like chicken's one of those things that is, if you don't. Oh, pork. Yes, I had forgotten about pork. I just wouldn't risk it. And I'm really bad about eating fish. I wish I could, I guess. But
I'm really on this weird like avocado cream cheese kick right now on a bagel. So good.
What do you do? Like you put avocado and cream cheese, or is it an avocado cream cheese?
No. Just
cream
cut
cheese.
Up an avocado and put it on a bagel of your choice with cream cheese. And you just mash it together.
It's like that sounds like green deliciousness right there.
It's good.
Is it good?
It's good for breakfast. Yeah.
I think it's a good filler. Yeah, you get your proteins from your avocado and your grease, because avocado is supposed to have good natural oils. So
natural fat,
yeah, and then you get your dairy from your cream cheese, and then you get your. What kind of bagels do you get? Do you just get the regular ones, or do you get like the wheat ones? Or
my personal preference would be the everything, but it's whatever's at the house. Blueberry, plain. There used to be this thing called egg bagels. Those are so delicious, but I don't see them very often.
Egg bagels?
I think they're just, the dough is probably mixed with some eggs, I'd imagine. Right.
How about you, Deegan? Do you have breakfast? I feel like this motherfucker doesn't eat breakfast at all. I'm so bad. I'm just bad because I wake up fucking late and I just don't get breakfast.
I wake up too early to make breakfast.
Nah, motherfucker, you're lazy.
No, I mean...
He wakes up early and still doesn't fucking make breakfast.
I wake up like at 5 in the morning. It's just been weird.
What do you mean weird? Like, what is weird?
I don't know.
What's weird is that you wake up at 5 in the morning, get ready, still have time, and you still don't make any fucking... What time do you have to be at school at?
I got to be at school. I mean, I don't have to be there, but class starts at 7. I usually show up around 6:30-ish. All right,
and you wake up at 5. Wake up at 5, shower, whatever.
You show up at 6:30?
Yeah.
What? Why?
Because there's stuff to do.
Like sleep?
No.
Like in your program, there's stuff to do. Like in
I mean, you show up, you prep your gear, whatever it is, because the first things first, when we show up to class,
Okay.
we get climbing.
You have to prep. Okay.
So we
yeah.
start, prepping our gear up,
That makes
making
sense.
sure our gear's
That
all
makes sense.
there, get our tools or whatever,
Say.
whatever equipment we will need for the job of that day or the duty, whatever it is.
Okay.
Or, just prep stuff,
Are you guys having to climb in the fucking cold?
Yeah, 7:30 in the morning, we're
Oh,
up on wood.
fuck that, dude. Fuck that.
Like this, for
frozen.
example, this freaking Monday, it was negative, no, not negative. It was like pretty much 13 degrees out there. We're up on a pole.
No, 13 degrees is still really
And
fucking cold.
we got our layers on. We got
Like-
everything on. We're up on a pole with the wind going towards our face.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. I hated this week's weather. It was so cold. I think I complain on social media. I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with Colorado? Like, why do I live here?
But today was beautiful.
And then today is beautiful. Colorado has a way of playing with your emotions. Like, it'll fuck you up, man, because it'll be like super nice one day and then next day blizzard. Straight up. I think they got like 20 inches of snow over in Vail and fucking like the mountain part of Colorado.
Just
I believe.
Thursday. I mean, it started around what, like 8 in the morning. It started,
Is that when it started?
8 in the morning this Thursday, and
Yeah.
just Thursday itself, they got a foot of snow in my town, which is Newcastle,
What
which
the
doesn't really see
fuck?
much snow. You could just imagine what the resorts and all those places got.
Yeah, I heard.
And then he skips us, right? And then it's like,
You
what the
just see
fuck
clouds,
happens?
You're like, oh well, they must be having fun, enjoying it up there. You just get to see the little glimpse of it.
Well, they can have all the snow, but it doesn't pay off because we end up having the cold front just coming over to us and just being super, super fucking frigid. I hate it. We were at Chandler's house and Deegan's house, and we were watching the halftime show. I remember. What'd you think about that halftime show, man? That was so entertaining. I loved it.
It was good, but it got a lot of controversy about it.
I heard, yeah.
I've kind of heard two main sides that I'll try to briefly summarize. One side that's really in support of the show, saying amazing talent, amazing dance choreography.
Right.
Look at the progress that two Latin women have made. J-Lo was born in the U.S., but I think she's half Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican, yeah.
Yeah.
Which there's a lot of controversy within that Puerto Rican and the U.S. basically. Yeah.
And
Puerto
then
Rico, sorry.
Shakira's Colombian, of course. But just the show, right? Like these minorities, kind of double minorities, right? Women and they're Latin.
Right.
And
Latinx.
And just look at the progress they've made. So I've heard that side. And then there's the other side that is really bashing them for the outfits they wore, especially J-Lo. She danced on a stripper pole.
Yeah.
And
Which was great. I loved it.
but then did like 3 crotch grabs that I guess were on camera.
Crotch grabs.
Yeah.
Really? They were
Which-
telling you? I wasn't
Yeah.
paying attention
See,
to that, honestly.
I didn't catch it the first time. The second time watching it, because I was expecting it. Yeah, it is interesting, right? The angle of the camera, was that all planned? And
Was it straight up like fucking J-Lo just grabbing her crotch
I
like
mean,
Michael Jackson or what?
yes, and quickly, but just obviously what she was wearing, people are like, that's kind of sexually objectifying women. Is the main argument they were saying. And,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
is that
yeah.
teaching women? What is that teaching men?
Yeah.
Is it teaching men to respect women? Is it teaching women that, if you want to be successful, this is what you have to do? So there's a lot of debate about it.
Yeah. Controversy.
My personal opinion, I mean, I love Spanish music, so I thought it was amazing that they did more than half the show in Spanish.
Oh, it was lovely. And then they had Bad Bunny and J Balvin
They brought on 2 others.
come in. It was
right?
fucking
2
great.
other reggaeton singers. I mean, it was a 12-minute show, but they did so many songs. Amazing dancing, like spectacular.
Yeah.
Both these women
Are like
beautiful and
40 and 50
have
too. Like they're
amazing
up
voice, right? Almost forgot, like, oh my gosh, J-Lo, she has like an incredible voice. I haven't heard her sing in a while.
there. Yeah.
For me, I was very impressed by the show aspect, and I didn't take it as, oh my gosh, look at what they're wearing. This is like, what is this trying to get me
You
to
think,
do?
you know what brought that apart? You think it's just jealousy that brought that upon them?
Jealousy. Interesting.
know.
Jealousy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that guys didn't bash on him. It was
Obviously not. No. The guys being as perverted as we are probably didn't bash on it, but I could see a little bit about the objectifying of women. And that always worries me because when it comes to an actress or a singer, like I'm like, how much of the whole choreography and the dance do they actually decide? Which you would expect everything, right? Obviously, like if it's her choice to be wearing those outfits, more power to her, honestly, if that's her choice. But if there's someone behind the scenes, you know, like saying, no, you know what sells is sex, and if you're not showing this, if you're not showing your booty, if you're not showing your boobs or whatever, this halftime show might as well be trash, kind of thing. That worries me. At that point, I'm like, I don't know if I want J-Lo really showing everything if she doesn't really feel like showing it. It's just kind of the thing that the media has brought on her, kind of thing.
well, you know, I mean, they also have those rehearsals. They have all these things planned out, everything to the smallest detail.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
have this planned out on a book before the event, you know. So they've had the whatever the media and everything knew what the heck was going to go on. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, if they got approved then, why would it not now? You know, like they approved it then. So I mean, I don't see why they would bash on it now. I mean, of course, because of the public, but I mean, it went through their uppers and everything, and
Exactly.
it cleared. So I mean, I guess they don't give a crap about it.
Yeah, I mean, they know that it was going to be on national television. I mean, millions of people are
course.
going to be watching the Super Bowl.
Of course.
Super Bowl is one of those things that everybody in North America is pretty much watching. So it's hard to say that it was, like you said, if it's been pre-approved, I don't see why people are complaining in a way. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that probably love football but are very conservative. And obviously the show had its moments, like you said, where it could have been a little too extreme.
Yeah, and they got some criticism for, the dancing, I think, at one point when Bad Bunny was dancing with, I don't know if it was Shakira J-Lo.
I think it was J Balvin.
Or J Balvin,
Yeah, J
right?
Balvin.
And they got a lot of crap.
Are you saying they all look alike? No.
I don't remember
They're
the
all
show.
brand.
Not at all. Very different.
I'm
people.
just fucking with you.
But they got a lot of criticism, but I think what people don't realize, that's a big part of the Latin dancing. It's very intimate. I mean, if you look at bachata and other types of dance,
We have
that's how
sensual dancing.
That's how people dance. It's not like, oh, I'm trying to get horn dog mode on you.
Yeah.
That's just how you dance.
You know what? And a lot of the times I find it that with Latinos, like, you might be dancing that way, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you want to, like, oh yeah, I want to, like, have sex with you, right now. A lot of the times it does, but a lot of the times it doesn't. It's just the dancing of it, like when you dance bachata, it doesn't mean you want to fuck. Like, it just means that's just the dance. It's just a sensual dance.
Right. The space between you and your partner is minimal.
Exactly. Or when you dance salsa or, cumbias or whatever it is.
The intentions are very different.
Exactly. Like, every single time, actually, the times that I've danced with someone, and it requires us to be dancing, like, close, is like when you're actually dancing and it's not just grinding, is the least time that I felt like erotically, like, just turned on by some.
Exactly.
It was more of a connection, like more of a, okay, like, we're having fun, and it's like sort of a connective way to interact,
Socialize.
Yeah, it's something very different, definitely. So I don't know, the show was I loved it, but like I said, I know that there was a lot of symbolism in it. There was a part where the girls in the choir were singing.
Yeah, that
in
was
cages, I
was
believe.
J-Lo's daughter that sang.
Oh, is
the
that
very
who it
end.
was?
Yeah.
Wow, she has a great voice. Then I wonder what she wants to do. Yeah, she has to fill up some big shoes from J-Lo.
Right. It's like, what a debut performance on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I did you hear that President Trump was like, and this isn't bashing on Trump, but he was like, Good job, Kansas City Chiefs, for winning. You know, so
dude, no.
that's what he tweeted, wasn't it?
Right after the freaking, there's so much memes, you know, anything that happens nowadays within 5 minutes, they're already criticizing on media, whatever, for the good or bad.
Oh,
But
yeah.
there's
yeah.
already memes going on like, oh, thank you, Kansas City. Welcome to the White House. Here's a pretty much a pantry dish full of McDonald's for you guys.
Oh, yeah. I remember because he did that one
He did that
time,
last
right?
Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah. What was the story about that? I fucking
so,
forgot.
I mean, the government shut down for, internal reasons.
Uh-huh.
So they had no budgeting or funding for any reasons. And so he invited him over, but that's when everything, went to crap and he couldn't really make any expenses. So
Right.
he personally bought them McDonald's. Like McDonald's for days.
Here's some McDonald's. Enjoy.
Pretty much, you just won a Super Bowl and your gratitude is given with, like you're giving McDonald's to, celebrate. Like,
Which a lot of people might enjoy. I mean, those guys have really strict diets. They might want a cheeseburger or a hot and spicy with cheese. Have you ever had a hot and spicy with cheese?
No, you're the only person I know that does that.
Bro,
that's
life changing.
That's a waste of 20 cents right
No, life changing. You could taste the fucking cheese. If you're paying
there.
20 cents for
Of
the
course.
Yeah, that processed cheese.
I know.
It's not even melted cheese. It's not even melted cheese.
I don't
It's
even
just-
think you can call it cheese. Like Kraft singles is there because they're like Kraft singles, and I don't know if you can call them cheese. Honestly,
Who knows what's in a Kraft single?
Yeah, who the fuck knows? Anything but cheese. I think it's like water and oil or something,
Water, oil,
and corn. Some fucking
cornstarch.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
some cornstarch that just
Hold
you
it
can mix
together.
with any, to like make it into something. Yeah, this guy was tweeting already as soon as the show ended, and like you said, memes are like wildfire. Fire. Memes are like wildfire. They spread so fucking quick. It doesn't matter how good or bad the event is. Memes are gonna pop up. I think within seconds of watching the game, we were scrolling and there it was.
Right after the halftime show, you had that within minutes.
Dude, who the fuck is doing it? I mean, they're companies, right? The majority of memes are companies that are just doing. That's what they dedicate themselves to.
They're just up, ready on the news,
Yeah, they're like, okay, what can we do? Boom, 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 boom. Algorithms. What the fuck are we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna make this funny? And they're effective. I mean, you do notice that. Like at first, some of the memes are very rushed in a way. Like they just go for the easy joke. Like, so they're funny, but they're not like super funny. And then once you let it marinate, like you can see like memes popping up of that event that are way better, that are funnier. But I mean, you could even. I was telling Chandler as we were watching the show. I was like, Bad Bunny came up with this outfit that it was like platinum, like very silver, and he had like a do-rag that was silver. I'm like, bro, that's a fucking meme right there.
Yeah, they did it with the Wizard of Oz, and they compared him to the Tin Man.
Yeah.
I was dying.
Fuck, dude, that's crazy. Oh, talking about not Bad Bunny, but J Balvin actually became the first Latino Latin American singer to collaborate with Jordan. So Jordan I think it's the Jordan 1s, created a shoe with J Balvin, and it's really sick.
Right on.
He's really into colors and stuff, so he likes the colorful shit, and the shoe looks really nice. I
haven't
nice.
seen it.
Moving on, what else do we have? The Iowa caucus.
Oh yeah.
What is that? Tell me about it, Chan. What do you have? I haven't heard about the Iowa caucus. Oh, was it because of the impeachment of Trump? Is that what it was?
No. The caucus is. I'm not very political, so I'm not gonna try to explain it super. But
it's a funny word. That's for sure.
It's like taking a vote, basically, but it's not.
Right. Yeah.
It's not the official nomination or anything, but I think they do decide who they want to be president for each party, and I guess on the Republican side, Trump swept it with like 90-something%. So
fuck,
he killed it. But on the Democratic side, it was between Who was it? Hillary Clinton, Warren,
Is Hillary Clinton still running?
I guess.
What the fuck?
And Bernie Sanders. And Hillary won, but they were given a lot of criticism because I guess the app used to calculate the votes.
Oh, I heard about this.
Was
Crashing, right?
No, but crashing. But it was developed by an ex-Hillary Clinton campaign supporter.
Oh, shit.
So basically, calling it a fluke. I didn't read too much into it, but I thought it was kind of funny. Like, people dig deep to get.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever reason, this is BS. Even Trump commented on it, saying like, "Oh,
It's fake.
yeah."
That app is fake.
He always says the witch hunters or something.
Yeah. No, I mean, you have that accessibility now in the internet. Like,
Yeah.
you pop her name and you can really dig, especially if you've been in the, not just in the political, but like in the entertainment or whatever. If you've been on that spectrum, like, they will find your dirt. Like, they will.
Yep.
Oh, he went to this coffee shop and got this coffee. Oh, I ain't gonna drink that coffee, kind of shit. You know, like.
I know, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I didn't know. So that's what that ordeal was about.
Yeah, it was the kind of election legit or the nomination. I would have to look more into it.
Wow. I didn't know Hillary was running, honestly. I haven't heard much about her, so I don't know if that's I don't know if that's like a premeditated one. What's up, Deegan? Why are you looking like... Deegan is literally looking like he's lost...
In other news,
Trump
was acquitted.
Oh, yeah. He was acquitted, which means that he's not going to be impeached, people. I'm sorry.
No. They didn't get the 2/3 vote. That was nice.
Exactly, right?
They got more no's than yeses, but it was close. It was like 52-48 on one of them and 53-47 on the other.
Oh, I didn't know the scores. I just knew that it just didn't go through.
Yeah, they needed 66, so not very close to getting him impeached, which was expected.
Yeah,
most of the Senate is Republican, so.
Yeah, and it's based on that, right? The Senate vote.
Yes, it passed in Congress, the impeachment articles, and then it went to the Senate, and that's where they decide if he stays in office or if he gets impeached.
Right. Well, I guess I mean, at this point, we're gonna have him probably till the end of the.
Well, he could get reelected. I mean,
oh yeah.
November.
And a lot of people are adamant about Trump 2020, or Trump 2020. So.
I mean, and the other note we have on the board is he has a very high approval rating. I read somewhere that it's like the highest of any president in the last 20 years. And this was after the whole him getting acquitted from the charges. So it's interesting. Right now, a lot of people are definitely in support for him.
Yeah. I didn't read, but I saw a news flash article that basically was that we can people in MIT were doing a research, and we might hit a recession within the next 7 months. So that was very interesting because Trump, it's known to be bragging about the way the economy is and how great the economy is. So this group of MIT people are thinking that we might have some sort of a recession within the next 7. I mean, and when it comes to that, it's very hard to estimate because the market fluctuates so fucking bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors to that.
I mean, it's a lot of things, but it was just something interesting. Tesla voids autopilot if you... Oh, yeah, we were talking about this, Deegan.
Diego's article, yeah.
So I want your guys' personal opinion because this is some crazy shit. And me and Deegan and I found out this the other day. What was it, Deegan? Was it that if you don't buy a Tesla, right?
So legally, and once you sign the books, if you buy a Model S Tesla, you get the feature of.
Is that the new one or which one's the Model S? Because I always get confused. Is that
that's
like the
top tier? Yeah,
the top tier. Okay,
much.
Like the Samsung S, basically.
Yeah, it's like you're getting the Samsung, Note. That's what you're doing. You're getting the Note.
Okay.
Essentially, but yeah, you get the option of getting that self-driven, car.
Yeah.
So
the automobile.
So if you're buying a car from Tesla, straight from Tesla, the main source,
Mm-hmm.
You sign the contract, and the contract says, "Hey, well, we'll give you the rights to, operate this program that we're giving you. That's part of the car."
Right.
All right. So you get your car, you use your feature, whatever. But you as the owner, you got the option, or to sell your car.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
If you want to
like
get
if
that
you
new
want to
one,
like send it, or sell it. Sorry.
It's your car, so you do as you please. It's your property.
Right.
So say you do sell it, all right? You sell it to a used car dealership, wherever, and I mean you sell it so someone else could buy it, basically. Now, on the other hand, if someone else buys it, if it's not bought through Tesla, you do not have that right of you don't sign you don't
Of using the autopilot.
Autopilot,
Yeah.
because legitimately, if you buy it through Tesla, they give you that. How should I say? I mean,
That you basically what happens is, since you didn't sign that document saying that, because having a self-driven car is a lot of responsibility, first of all. So if you have a car that is self-driven, they're gonna make you want to sign a contract, because lawsuits can happen, basically, right? So if then that possession of that car is handed to someone else, Tesla doesn't want to do anything to do with it. Fucker, we're gonna avoid that. So in their system, with their computers or whatever, they can void the autopilot assistant self-driving feature. Is basically what happens.
Yeah, it
So-
was sounding like they can and they will.
So if you're
Guaranteed.
thinking about buying a Tesla secondhand, sorry, you're not gonna be able to eat popcorn while driving. Because I mean, you probably still do with any other car, but if you're trying to get the self-driving feature, they have a way to stop that feature from happening.
And we were talking about it, right? Saying, oh, I mean, they could probably offer a way for you to, if you were the second owner, to sign that waiver. But at the same time, why would they? Because then they're just taking business away from themselves.
Yeah, exactly. They're not giving that option. And these fuckers haven't figured it out right now. Obviously, they want you to buy a Nest-line Tesla
From them.
from the lot, from their
them,
lot.
or their used certified program, whatever they have going on.
Of course.
So yeah, they're pretty much saying, okay, so I mean, you buy a car through us, we give you this option, this little
Yeah.
prime, If not, well, good luck.
Yeah, it's business, man. That's what it comes down to. It's just fucking business at the end of the day. They're not gonna be stupid. I mean, that guy's.
I mean, I understand as well what they're trying to do with this. I mean, they take a little bit of the responsibility as soon as you purchase a car from their lot and roll it off. They're still, it's under warranty. You got all this crap with them, but as soon as you get a third party insurance company and can't offer the same benefits that they do, or they can't take responsibility for others people,
right,
other cells, and that's why they take away that feature.
Man, this world, man, it's just all fucking. It's all about the money. All about. Oh, did you hear? So here in our town, they had a person. They found a person dead outside an emporium.
That's what you guys were telling me, yeah.
Yeah, it's still a mystery what happened to it. It was a lady. I was actually driving through the street that happened at the time that happened, and they have to do the coroners have to do a fucking autopsy, right? And that they can find out what it was. A lot of people think that it was just sort of a burglary, but I mean, there's still a lot of question marks in the air.
I mean, yeah, for being such a small town, I mean, there's been a couple bodies in the last few months.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, what is this?
It's a little
safe?
alarming.
Or like, what's going on?
It's a little alarming.
Yeah.
It's a little alarming. Catching up with coronavirus, Apple has lost money because apparently a lot of their products are made in China, and they haven't been able to deliver them. They had to stop production in a lot of them.
I mean, especially the AirPods are the ones that most are affected. So
Mm-hmm.
they had a bunch. They almost invested $1 million into making the new gen AirPod.
Right. Yeah.
And they were massively produced in China while Corona was occurring, and somehow their pods got contaminated or somehow the workers weren't,
Yeah.
weren't at their best.
Well, it's product from China,
Yeah,
period. I mean, and virus can spread easily
So
through.
now they dumped a bunch of money into this new gen AirPods, but I mean they couldn't ship them over.
Yeah, they can get them
So
out, right?
it's just sitting money there, and people invested into Apple, invested into their stocks and everything, and they were expecting for that big turnover when they've actually sold the new AirPods.
Oh,
And
fuck.
since it's been sitting there, not only Apple has lost, but other people that invested into it has also dropped. The stock market has dropped. Apple has dropped.
Oh, shit.
Not. It's not like it's like a big, like, oh wow, Apple's going through a crisis right now. It's not that big, but it's noticeable.
Oh, yeah. I mean, any money, it's money, at the end of the day. So for them, it'll
invest now.
invest now.
While they're low.
Fuck, dude. I think it's not just Apple. Actually, a lot of products that are from China are having trouble with it. Guys, I know we said that we were going to be quick today, and we are. It's only a 40-minute podcast today because Chandler has to leave us, unfortunately.
I do. I was
Um,
just looking at the Apple stock. They are down 4% today.
4%. Holy fuck.
Sorry, not 4%. $4, which is 1.36%.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean,
$320 for one share.
they're still rich.
It's not something to impact them greatly, but it's noticeable.
Yeah, I mean, you can't sell a product because you're fucking stuck.
And
Your product's stuck
Not only
over
that,
there.
but I mean, you're pretty much your product's ruined. You can't really, decontaminate.
That is
I mean,
true. Yes,
that
that
investment
is
they
true.
made, they gotta kind of
Remake
redo
it, basically.
which is nothing to them, but I mean, it's still.
I mean, parts can't be that expensive. I wouldn't think that they're that expensive, to be quite honest. But I'm not a specialist. Guys, with that being said, we do have the What's Your Bop? What's your bop?
yeah.
What's your bop, Mr. Chan Man?
I got it. Let me pull it up. I forget what it's called.
Pull up.
Pull it.
Drink. Pull up. I guess I could say mine.
Yeah, go for it.
My bop for the week, it's Acid Rain by Luxury. Luxury. That's how it's spelled. Check it out, guys. It's trippy. It's one of those trippy songs that I really dig.
Nice.
If you're really looking into getting weird.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, what's up?
No, Chan and I were actually listening to that yesterday.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Why are we connected in such a way? Is destiny this way? Is this how it is? And then Bad Bunny, because I was listening to Bad Bunny this week.
Okay.
I like the Vete song, the Go Away song, the Get the Fuck Out of Here. You bitch. No, I'm just playing.
Okay.
Song. It's a good song. I like it. How about you, Chen? What do you have?
Just got one. It's called Fast Talk by a band named Houses. And it has a really interesting line. It's a slower song, but it says, "Is death just another pair of handcuffs?" And it makes you think, right? Like all these people that are like, "Oh, life just sucks and blows." And it kind of questions like, well, once you die, is it that much better?
Ooh.
Interesting, deep question.
Philosophical.
Right. Depending on your religious view, that you can take that many ways.
Yeah.
But,
Because a
is
lot of
death
people
better?
think death is freedom, right? Like,
right. And that's what it's kind of questioning is what I'm getting at.
because who the fuck knows what's after death? Is it really freedom, or is it just the beginning of a new fucking thing?
Right. For many, right. If you're Christian, it's like, okay, you can go to heaven. It's very like people accept death. But at the same time, if you don't believe in that, or if you have a different belief, whatever it be, it kind of gets at that existential question.
I like it.
Should you live or should you die?
Interesting. How about you, Deegan? What's your bop?
My bop.
What's your bop?
I was bopping with this. It's called "Find Your Way" by Plastic Funk.
Plastic Funk, and it's
Get it.
spell plastic with a K.
Of course.
So this instead of a C is a K, of course, because why the fuck not throw an X instead of a.
Right. Copyright.
See,
Gotta
yeah.
change that up.
Yeah, exactly. With that being said, your social media real quick, Chan, before we leave the show.
Chan's Jams on La Insta. Both of these.
How about you, Deegan?
It's Ochoa Diego 45 Yahoo. No, not kidding.
AOL.
Yeah, you can find me on
My
Instagram and
Facebook
Snapchat.
password, not my Facebook password. My Facebook email is still a Yahoo.
Yeah,
That's how long
I
I
got mine. I haven't really done much. I mean,
Mine is Derek Mayo 92 on Instagram. DMay and 92 on Snapchat, and DMay on TikTok if you guys want to do that. I don't post much, but when I do, I do. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining us again. If we were annoying, I'm sorry.
Just shut it off.
But we're here.
And then turn
I'm
it back
sorry. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and see ya next time.